How's everyone doing today? My name is Joe. We're at Bettorsinsight.com. Today is Friday, October 16th. Here are some free picks for this weekend. Starting off Saturday in the college football, we're going to take Kansas State plus the 4 against Oklahoma. We rode K-State the last couple weeks and covered. We're going to ride them until they buck us off. Kansas State was a 7-point dog last year in Oklahoma and beat them by a point. They could be undefeated this year. They blew a couple double-digit leads to TCU and Oklahoma State. The dog in the series is 4-1 the last 5. Also, Kansas State is 6-0 their last 6 after allowing 40 points in the previous game. They're 25-3 the last 28, following giving up 280 yards passing the previous week, and also 17-4 the last 21 games following a straight-up loss. K-State. K-State, unlike Oklahoma, is more of a team that's playing as underdogs most of the season. Oklahoma is coming off a tough loss against Texas. They do, however, fare well at Kansas State under Bob Stoops. He's 5-0 in his 5 trips at Bill Snyder Family Football Stadium. We're going to take the points here. Kansas State plus the 4 against Oklahoma. It's a 4-unit play, 440 to win 400. Going into the NFL on Sunday, we're going to take the Detroit Lions minus 2.5 against Chicago Bears. It's a 5-unit play, 550 to win 500. Detroit is 5-0 or 4-0 their last 4 against the Bears and covered 9 of the last 10. The only game they didn't cover in those 10 was a 6-point win when they're a 10-point favorite. Kelvin Johnson has had a sluggish start to the season. We haven't had the numbers that we're used to seeing from him, but he does have 5 touchdowns in his last 4 games against the Bears. We look for him to have a big game with a good matchup against the Bears cornerbacks. Detroit does have the league's worst running attack, only rushing for 49 yards per game, but the Bears defense has been struggling, so we should be able to get over 100 yards on the ground. And Stafford, coming off being benched in the third quarter, has a lot to prove as well. We think Detroit covers the 2.5, or if it goes to 3 easily, we think they win by a touchdown or more. It's a 5-unit play. Detroit Lions minus 2.5 or 3, whatever you get it at, versus Chicago Bears. Saturday we also have an NHL free pick. It's a 2-team parlay. It's a 3-unit play. It's 300 to win 279. We take 2 big favorites: Tampa Bay money line minus 280 against the Buffalo Sabres, and Pittsburgh Penguins money line minus 240 against Toronto Maple Leafs. Both teams are at home. We think both of them are going to get the wins on the money line. We're staying away from the puck lines, even though we do think they can win by 2 or more or hit an empty netter. We're going to play it safe with the money lines. 3-unit play, 300 to win 279. Also, we have some daily fantasy players that we like for this week in the NFL. A couple quarterbacks: Matt Stafford, 5,300, and Ryan Fitzpatrick for 5K. A couple running backs: Giovanni Bernard, 4,600, pretty cheap, along with Garrett Blunt, 4,400, who destroyed the Colts the last couple games. Also, some wide receivers: Julian Edelman, 7,600, DeAndre Hopkins, 7,700, Kelvin Johnson, 7,300. I would use the high paid players for wide receiver on your team, and try to go small and not use as much as your salary on your quarterbacks and wide receivers this week. A couple tight ends we like is Tyler Eifert for Cincy for 4,900 and Antonio Gates for 4,600 for San Diego. And then a couple defenses for this week. We like the New York Jets against Washington for 3,100 and Cincinnati for 3K against the Bills, with Tyrod Taylor most likely going to be out. So that's our DraftKings players that we like this week. At the end of every episode, we like just to talk about some things that don't make sense. And this week, I don't know, some of you guys may have heard, but daily fantasy sports, DraftKings and FanDuel in Nevada yesterday has just been canceled. They have to file for a license now, which can take up to 18 months. So as of now, there are no daily fantasy sports allowed in Nevada, which I also found out this weekend when I was in Arizona. They also don't have it. and it's very upsetting for most out here. I know it does take away from some money out of the casinos and some sports bettors, but it is a way for some people that don't like to bet sports to still get some action and sweat, and hopefully they can work something out where every state is allowed to bet on the daily fantasy like previously. It just don't really make sense. It's some states can do it and some states can't. I mean, everyone should be on the same page. Again, DraftKings, FanDuel, and DFS is now banned in Nevada. Best of luck to you guys. Hopefully you guys can cash some tickets this week. It's been Joe over at Bettorsinsight.com. I'll see you guys soon.